Good day. I am Zin Motley, the group leader of First Wave, and my group members are Christian Mohan, Jordan Valentine, and Shimari Antoinette. This project is being presented to our lecturer, Ms. Kojo, and our class. The design problem. The University of the West Indies offers a multitude of resources and opportunities to its students. However, due to its distribution over several, sometimes unconnected channels, both online and offline, this information is frequently challenging to acquire. Most course information is available to students on mylearning.sta.ue.edu. Academic information is available on myue.edu, and campus information is available on sta.ue.edu. When essential information is there at all, it is hidden behind a maze of menus and page redirections on these websites. Because of this complicated and challenging navigational interfaces for both employees and students, communicating with the university is a confusing, antiquated procedure. Something as simple as requesting services or paperwork. The biggest issue identified by our research was the clutter of information that is provided, in addition to it being untimely and outdated. To address this, we shall undertake a user-centered design approach to ensure that our outcome is one that users will be happy with since they would have played a role in our design.
The target audience. We are designing this product for UV students. Students will be able to easily navigate the user interface to get things like grades, submit and check for assignments, view their timetable, and use other UV services. All of this wrapped up into one sleek application. User research and findings. In order to determine how workable ETD is, engaging in primary research to confirm this was paramount in theory capturing and practicing a user-centered design approach. So we conducted a survey, interview, and user observation. A survey was sent out to University of the West Indies students to find out how they manage their academics and communicate with lecturers. The survey found that most students are not very involved in non-academic UAI. Students also reported that they find it is difficult to access information about events on and off campus. Interviewees were a combination of people personally known by the interviewer and random people. In total, we interviewed six people and asked 5 questions each about their experience using My Learning. Results were similar across the board, as students think that UB could provide a more variety of methods in course delivery. For the user observation method, students at the University of the West Indies were asked to complete a series of online tasks. Results showed that without the use of an external search engine such as Google, students could not properly access the requested information.
Design and justifications. In this case, we decided upon user-centered design approach to best encapsulate the desires of our students. This features easily visible buttons with proper labeling and layout. The color schemes selected at this point may remain the traditional black and white, but combinations of sky blue and black were also considered. Heuristic evaluation. The most pressing principle the prototype lacked was support for users with help documentation, diagnosing and recovering from errors. The system had no provisions in place to address possibilities of usage errors by users within application level operations. We revealed the system possesses a limited array of actions that a user can perform, which takes away some control and freedom users ought to have. Recommendations for next iteration of design. Problem. The user is not presented with any loading screens or progress bars. Some operations may take longer than expected, especially those that rely on an internet connection. Recommendation. Implement a loading screen or loading bar for when operations are taking longer than usual. Problem. The app's confirmation dialogues reminds the user to ensure that the correct data is being submitted. However, the app does not enforce these rules and the user may still end up submitting incorrect information. For example, recommendation. Implement a feature that ensures anything that is being submitted is the correct format of file type, else submission would not be allowed. Problem. The app provides neither error messages nor feedback. Recommendation. Add a feature that allows users to recognize, diagnose, and recover from errors, like a dialog box that outlines the problem and gives recommendations of what to do. Problem. The app shows users a confirmation dialog before any important actions are taken. It allows free navigation but does not provide any option to undo or redo actions. Recommendation. Allow more flexibility in the app that grants the user more freedom to make mistakes, like being able to remove an assignment from the submission box.
I'm Sumaya Internet and I'll wrap things up with the conclusion. We can see that there are noteworthy yet discernible adjustments made to the final plan system when compared to the earlier models in order to satisfy user needs that were previously identified. The app in its design would have a more simplistic appearance, seamless navigation, and adhere to specific design concepts. These include a larger font size to increase the readability of text and buttons present, a uniform design considering color schemes and the organization of layout objects so that each page does not appear disjointed and that users are clear on where they need to go and how, all in hopes of creating an elegant navigational flow, which we identified as the main area of concern. All of our implementations and iterations were done for the sole purpose of making the interaction between the human and the computer efficient and enjoyable. Thank you for watching.